So, Singles Inferno Season 4, Episode 7 and 8 have decided to frustrate my life because what is going on? Why are the producers being so biased for Sian? Like, just turn it to Sian's Inferno because what is going on? There are other people in this Inferno, there are other people in this show. So, why is everything revolving around Sian? Let me guess why. Because all the men have decided to be men and like exactly the same thing. An indecisive woman that likes the attention she's getting. Because it could be possible for somebody to like more than one person at the same time. But let us not deceive ourselves. In the end, we know who we like more. It can never be the same. The likeness or the love you have for two separate people cannot be equal. You can like them in different ways. So, what I think is happening to Sian is that number one, she likes Jang Tae for his consistency and he's nice and he's sweet and cute. And then she likes Jong Soo because he's a gentleman, and he massaged her hands in the helicopter. Now, Junso, Junso has been added to the equation because he's what? He's manly. I don't even understand. And he comforted. Look, this girl, what is going on? The amount of scenes the producers, I be the editors, remove from this show. The important conversations that have been removed from this show, just to go back to Sian, especially this episode, it was all about Junso and Sian, and I am sick of it. Even though we had a little twist here and there and a lot of unexpected scenes, if I do say so, still there are other conversations happening with other people. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I will be talking about Singles Inferno Season 4 Episode 7 and 8. Let us get right into it. So, like I said in the beginning, Sian is literally the star of the show. We get it. They've made her the star of the show. Let us just have it in mind that the whole season is going to revolve around Sian. Let us get used to it because I'm not going to complain about this again. I know that episode 9 and 10 will be all about Sian and her minions, the flies that are following her. Then the rest of the episodes, 11 and 12, I think that will be the end, will still be about Sian. So let us get it in our heads that this season 4 is all about Sian. Yay! We start episode 7 with 3 couples in paradise, which is Jiyeon and Taewon, Donho and Arin, and then of course the star girl Sian and Junso. So as for the dates between Jiyeon and Taewon, I think that it was the most natural because they were at ease with each other. Those two have nothing to worry about. Nobody is dragging them. They're not dragging anybody. Even though at the end of episode 8, Jiyeon told Taewon that he could take someone else to paradise. I think she's shooting herself in the leg and she's going to feel bad if he eventually picks someone else. But who is he going to pick anyways? Nobody is going to pick him if it was the other way around. These two should just stick to each other because nobody is even looking their side. So, as for the date with Donho and Arin, we all know by now that Arin likes Donho a lot and she doesn't have her eyes on another person. Now, on Donho's part, I don't even know what these people want. You are seeing that this person likes you genuinely. You also like the person. Why not just stick to the person instead of looking around? You are looking here, you are looking here. You cannot have it all. You cannot have all the ladies and you cannot have all the men. So the one that likes you, grab that one and stay there. Why are you people confusing yourselves? Like, Just stick to this person that likes you. Why do you have your head everywhere? You want to check this one out, you want to check that one out, you want to check everybody out. I think their date was good, and I thought that they had it going on, and this would probably allow Donho to make his final decision. But guess what? When they returned to Inferno, he was just, I couldn't understand him. He was asking like, oh, why does everybody like him? And he's feeling like he's leading people on, and female version of Sian. You are confused. You're a confused human being. So, as for the ultimate stars of this particular episode 7, Junso and Sian, of course, they went an extra mile in this particular season, because I've not seen anything like that. I've not seen people in paradise sharing the same bed. I think that is the highlight of episode 7. They shared a bed. They got pretty close. Even the chats, the room, is it chat room or the group chat? Even the group chats, that is those people talking, would I call them judges? They're not judges. The group chats, whatever. They were like, they were so shocked. Me, I was shocked too. So I think that's the highlight of episode 7. Sian and Junso share a bed. After Sian opened up to Junso, Junso has this way of making people open up to him, and he ended up bringing out a lot of emotions from Sian, and I think the alcohol also influenced everything that went down that night, and I also think that it brought them closer. But just like the group chat said, Sian is in love with the person that she is with at that moment. If she's with Mr. A, she likes Mr. A in that moment. If she's with Mr. B, she likes Mr. B in that moment. But then she had mentioned to Junso that the person she liked more at that particular time was Jang Tae-yo. And I think that is what motivated Junso to do some tricks. Yes, I think he actually did some tricks that made this girl open up to him that way and allowed him to share a bed with her. And I think they're pretty close this time. I'm scared for Theo because they don't know what this boy has done. They don't know. This Junso, he is such a master at this thing. No way. They don't know what he has done, and I don't think they've, like, Sian has told the girls what's actually happened, that they shared the bed and stuff. I don't think they mentioned it, did they? They don't know what this boy has done. He has completely turned Sian's head 360. But of course, we know that Sian is a very confused human being. And in episode 8, something happened in the preview of episode 9. I'm going to get to that. I don't know how the next episode is going to be. It's going to be all over the place. So as we go on in episode 7, Jong-soo tells Haejin that he was not interested. Not like he said, oh, I'm not interested. But he told her that he was leaning more towards Sian. And I really like Haejin because she doesn't give a flipping F. Yes, that's the vibe I get from her, that she doesn't give a flipping F. She was just waiting for him to confirm that, his head was there. And it was very obvious because you hardly see Jong-soo and Haejin together, okay? So it's good that he made up his mind in that aspect, because he's also one of the villains in this particular season. He's like this. He's like a snake. He will go here and say this, then he will not go there and say this. He's not sure of himself. Nobody here is sure of themselves. Why are they like this? Adults, you don't know who you like. We all know who we like. We're just trying to see if this option is better than this option. I think that Jong-soo is a player. Yes. I think he's a pretender and he's fake. And I think that at the end of this season, he's going to end up alone, because he will jump here and jump from here to here to here. I don't even know why Sian has her head. That's why I said that these producers, the editors, they remove a lot of things. They remove a lot of important things, and they push the ones they show us. They push it in a way that they are being biased, or they're not being clear about something that was said before. This Jonsu, I don't know. I've not seen his chemistry with Sian at all, except that place he massaged, and that was episode 1 and be episode 2. It's been a long time, and I've not really seen them connect like that. So why does she still have her head wrapped around Jonsu? Why? Why does she still have her head there if other connections with him have not been made? They do not show us everything, and it is so frustrating that they make a whole show like this, 12 episodes. Why do you do that? So, as for Donho and Irene, once again, Donho's three little angels, Irene, Eugene, and Helene, the new girl. His three little angels are, I don't know, those ones are not even ready to give up, just like the ones that are after Sian. Now, Eugene and Helene are acting as if, it's looking as if they are ganging up on Irene, because Irene talks a lot about Donho, about how she likes him, how they went to paradise. I think this is their first time in paradise, but yeah, she talks a lot about her connection with Donho, and it's looking as if these two people, Helen and Eugene, are totally against her connection with him. I get it, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, two of you also like him, so why not fight each other instead of ganging up against this particular girl? And it's as if they're seeing that Donho may be leaning more towards Irene. That is why they don't really like her. Because they were together and they were talking about Irene. They were like, oh, if she comes back, she's going to start talking about Donho. Oh, I don't even want to hear it. You know, stuff like that. So it doesn't make sense, okay? It's like you're saying, oh, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Doesn't make sense, because that's your friend is also after the person you like. So later in episode 8, the men were to play a game for a chance to choose their dates, to take to paradise. So the ones that went to paradise were back already, and they had to play another game to go back to paradise. So it was Korean wrestling. It was Korean wrestling. The guys had to fight each other, and at the end of the day, Junso won first place, Jonsu second place, and Taewan third place, which was very unexpected, honestly, because they were thinking that Taewan is really young, and we found out in episode 7 that he's not that as young as we think he was. He's just cute and probably clumsy, so we just saw him as a very young person. But I think he's 31 and he's a DJ. He has a very unexpected background. So yeah, he came in third place in Korean wrestling, and that was when this girl Jiyeon told him that he could pick someone else to go to paradise. We didn't get to see who he picked. We're going to see that in episode 9, obviously. So Jiyeon told him to pick someone else and try. I think it is too late for that. I think by now in the game, people should have been making up their minds. What other connection do you want to form with people that you have been with for the past eight days? What other connection do you want to form with them? Start making up your mind. So Jiyeon telling Taewan to try other girls and form a connection, that is bullshit, because there's no new girl there. And the new girl that we have, which is Helene, she has her eyes on Donho. So what is she trying to say? Just like, I don't know how these people reason. The show is coming to an end. Why telling him to try other connections? Doesn't make sense. So for Jonsu, we didn't know who he picked. He didn't pick anybody because the episode ended. So yeah, we're going to find out who Jonsu picked. And since he has already told Haejin that he was not interested, I think he's going to pick Helene. Yeah, that's his only option. I told you that this man is going to end up alone. You see, Jonsu, he's going to end up alone in this show, because he, after playing and playing and playing, he doesn't have a strong connection with anybody. Even Sian, I think that Sian is going to dump him at the end of the day, the way it's looking now. But Akpata Sian will end up with Jang Deo. Very good. Then what's his name? Junso, obviously. Junso picked Sian again. So they had just come back from paradise, and of course they were going back to paradise. Then Junso had asked Min Soul if she wanted to go to paradise with him, and then Min Soul mentioned the new guy. What's his name again? Min Soul mentioned that she was interested in knowing the new guy. So I think that um Junso didn't get the memo. He didn't get the hint that she really wanted to go to paradise with him. And I hate when people do that. So obviously we all know that Minso likes Junso, but she's trying to act as if she doesn't, probably waiting for him to chase her. I think that is a very bad idea because that guy doesn't look like someone that's interested in chasing, anybody that is doing like this hanky panky. Even though Sian is doing hanky panky and he still decided to go after her, Minso genuinely likes Junso, but he's not sure that Minso likes him and is not interested in someone else. That is very stupid though. Yes, that Junso guy, that boy, that is on Abaka mad issue. Anyways, moving on. So after the whole game, Junso and Jang Tae have a conversation, a very mature conversation about Sian. And I don't even blame them. I blame Sian that is not able to make up her mind. These two guys sat down together to have a conversation that they are going to chase one girl. So Junso is like, I know that you like her. Junso is like, I know that you like her, but I just wanted to consider you, but also tell you that I'm interested in her and I'll be pursuing her head on. And Jang Tae is also like, I'll also try my best to pursue her. Not two men agreeing with each other to pursue one woman. I blame the woman. She, in her heart, she knows her top choice. But guess what? She's enjoying this thing. She's enjoying them fighting for her. She is enjoying it. She's enjoying the attention. It's just because she doesn't want to lose what she's getting from this one because she chose this one. She's going to wait till the end to make her choice. To make her choice. So moving on, Eugene calls Donho aside to tell him, like, she summoned the courage to finally tell him that she was interested in him. I think she's late at this point because I don't see any connection with them. And I've never seen Donho show any interest in her. She came late. Oh, this kind of thing, you have to take any opportunity you see. Don't wait till the last days for you to start calling somebody to try to make a connection. Eugene is going to end up alone. Ho ha. Point black and period. She's going to end up alone. We already know that. Now for the new girl, Helene, I think that she's going to come between Irene and Donho a lot. And she's not backing down. She was straightforward to tell him that she's very interested in him. And Donho, acting like him na mahin hobo, decides to confuse himself by not choosing Irene, and I think he's considering between Irene and Helene, which is a very stupid move. And I wish he ends up alone. You see all those people that are playing hanky panky with themselves, I wish they end up alone. So in the whole episode 7 and 8, between Sian and Donho, who do you think is under more pressure to choose somebody? Because Sian and Donho are almost in the same boat. They're facing the same problem. They're confused. Multiple people like them at the same time and they don't know who to choose. While some other people are sure of who they like, just that who they like don't like them. It is chaos all over the place. We're going to see in episode 9, and in the preview, when episode 8 was about to end, or when episode 8 ended, we saw that the trip to paradise was actually a group trip. And by group trip, I mean, normally when they go to paradise, they're usually in separate places. The couples don't meet each other. But this time around, it's as if all the couples that went to paradise will meet at the same place. And guess what? Jongsu is there. And it looks like he was getting Sian's attention in that particular group date. Let us see what is going to happen in episode 9 and 10, which should be out on February the 4th on Netflix. So that is it for my, would I say is a breakdown? What do I call this particular video? A breakdown, whatever it is. Anyways, that is the end of my video. Make sure to see my other breakdowns of the past episodes, and also my other reviews of Nollywood, Hollywood, and all type of movies on my channel. Peace.